Oh, hey!
All right. We do have the Night Stalker band and the Tinker band.
Way to go,
as well
guys.
as requested.
And the
Becky's
Undying.
out there too. Question: Do the values also get adjusted based on the bands that the Twitch set does?
The community, I think, no.
Okay.
Oh, that's part of the
I
issue.
think they do. I'm not sure.
I don't think
I
so.
thought they did because the Night Stalker I thought changed, but maybe it didn't.
At least the general opinion is that it shouldn't be, probably.
Because at the moment, Night Stalker is still only
But that's
69 Moonbucks.
Yeah, that is because a lot of his bands were community. So yeah, it must be
Reserve
community
time.
doesn't affect it then.
Or is
Yeah.
bands a lot of community?
Yeah, like for the first
Okay,
press
maybe,
day of the day.
maybe
it
that's
was.
what's doing it. Yeah. There's, there's bugs. Chen gets picked, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And Pepega already with the Galaxy Brain strategies, talking about biggest in the universe.
Yeah.
Eternal Envy going with the lack of ban
Oh.
to earn Moonbucks.
Yes,
But-
but you have we've given them a skip button now.
Look at the
Yes.
bid, though.
What?
Both teams spending double-digit Moonbucks to
That
bid
is
for the...
for priority.
Yeah.
That is pretty. That's a lot.
And
It's
wow.
Man,
normally
that-
one or two, right?
That's
Uh,
pretty
Yes.
annoying when you lose that, I have to say.
I mean, there's one, wasn't there one earlier today? It was like 0-2. One team just didn't care. They're like, oh,
Reserve
priority doesn't
time.
matter.
Yeah, Alliance went 0 for both their games. And they won.
Yeah.
Look at how much Moonbucks J-Storm have, though. They got 2K. Obviously, this is Pepega's first game. Everybody starts with 1K. But they, J-Storm did really well.
Yeah, and that's after spending 200 already on their
Yeah.
their draft. They're
And
slaying
they
it.
banned CM, first pick Chen, a pricier hero pick, but when you've got the economy behind you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty classic band there, the CM band versus the Chen. Don't see that all too often anymore. Don't even see that counter pick that often anymore.
I mean, you can kill the creeps, but, like, who gives a shit at the level 1? They're so bad. You get, like, the tiniest...
Yeah,
little
it's true. It's like a harpy.
You're like strong on Chen at like level 5 now. Takes some time, but it does does scale a little bit better though.
They're taking a while here, huh? First picks. Very difficult.
Whoa,
Oh, okay.
interesting.
There you go. Enigma. I like it though. Not very expensive, you know. It's
No.
like a little bit in the middle. Still can do a lot.
This also on my fantasy team.
And it is a signature. Used to be a signature of AY.
Correct.
So hopefully he
won't.
plays it.
It won't be him. It's also a moon hero. He loves the micro-based offlaners. He's more of he prefers picking heroes that sort of suicidally push the offlane or get early phase and
Reserve
rotate
time.
around. I also think this hero is undervalued at the moment. You just scale super well. You have great talents. He can be black hole.
Always
makes you a
valuable
threat.
late
I don't
game.
know
Whoa,
about
Lich
that
is so
one.
cheap.
Yep, but there's
Yep.
a reason for that.
No, Lich is amazing. He's got the
He didn't really pop off at TI. He was being spammed a lot in China leading up to TI.
Yeah.
He was in like
Yeah.
most of their pubs in high level, and then he got like 2 or 3 games at TI, I want to say. At least it didn't feel like that many that I saw.
I kind of feel like he's a little situational because like Frost Armor is good in certain situations, but if you level it up a lot, your damage feels kind of weak in lane because it's like you cast Frost Armor and you've got a crappy Frost
Reserve
Blast and that's
time.
about it. But he can do a lot of damage if
got
you delay your pull.
Chain
whatever.
Frost, it can be like good and bad versus Chen too. It's like,
Yeah.
on the one hand, there's more units to bounce off, but if there's like way too many, then maybe it's just useless.
But it is dirt poor. I mean, it's as close as you can get to not paying for a hero.
What is the cheapest hero out there at the moment?
It's those
He's
two.
tied
There's-
with a lot of the
Oh, yeah,
strength
Venge,
and agi and
Luna.
ants. Yeah.
What? The Viper is 13, but no, Drow and Ursa are 14.
Yeah,
Whoa.
a lot of 13s right now.
14. Whoa, I don't know if I can spend that extra Moonbuck.
I mean, they already spent 15 on the priority. It's more than there.
Why is 13 the lowest? Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. I'm sure that there's a very logical math reason.
Because it's a very random number.
It's
lucky number.
Feels like
probably rounded, and from like 12.887 based on.
Okay.
No, I'm Jenny. It's a
Why?
curve.
I like how everyone
Guaranteed math.
I've heard 3 questions now. One of us asks everyone, and no one actually knows. we just thrust our opinions in there, like make up some bullshit.
It's
So
That's-
Noggle has something to do
That's
with that
literally what
advice.
we're here for, though. This
Yeah.
is what they call a panel show. You know, it's not an expert analysis.
Speak for yourself.
J Storm going for the death push.
Maybe a couple Voodoo Rangers ago you were there, Kyle. I don't know about now.
What do you mean? This is I'm halfway through my first one.
Reserve time.
Naga band out here. Is AUI still spamming that Visage? Is he all about that hero? I want to see that hero at Midas mode.
I feel like it's.
I guess he won't be playing it, obviously. But
Yeah, it feels dangerous with their lineup right now. Like one of the downsides to Enigma offlane is it feels like you're not as movement oriented to getting kills and stuff. And I feel like Visage is a little bit weak in that area too. That's my viewpoint.
You guys, we haven't even talked about the bounties yet. Because we know that J-Storm
That's true.
did so many bounties in the previous series, and for people unaware, you cannot repeat bounties during a series, but every series they get refreshed so that you
Yeah.
don't punish a team for playing 2 series at the same day. And with J-Storm's track record, I'm thinking they're going to do them all again.
Oh, for sure. And they're going to be in a
Okay.
position. At first,
Ooh.
real ban coming out from Pepega. It is the Lycan.
That was a really good ban. Actually, that's a hero that has a huge win rate right now in pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good hero to pick, actually, for the
And
most
it's
expected
cheap,
increase.
too, right? It's a very cost-efficient ban.
Way too cheap, I would argue. But yeah, it just hasn't adjusted yet.
I'd say Lich's best friend in the laning stage over the past couple months has been that jug. You just give the Frost Armor and spin, and it's really easy to kill people.
That's a good point.
You'd like some sort of offensive dispel now if you're J-Storm. You can also take over the Satyr creep, and that'll handle it. But
That's true.
otherwise, Lich Armor provides just so much free physical damage reduction. It's applied through BKB still as well. It's really frustrating to
Reserve
deal with
time.
because you just roar someone and they get ice shielded, and you're like, oh, well, I'm not killing him.
Yeah, it is hard to find that, though, isn't it? Like, you don't
Yeah.
really want to pick Ench with your current situation.
No.
Shadow Demon too
but I
expensive.
think you just rely on the Chen, like you said. Let him get that purge creep.
Actually,
Play Yules.
I really like range carries as well, long range if possible. If there was a game for Clinks, I know Fear is a huge fan of the hero. Obviously, doesn't play it anymore.
It's good with Beastmaster, too,
Yeah,
right?
it could be a possibility. You control vision and you just kill this Enigma
Yeah.
out of Invis. The Ags is actually insane now.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
thing's pretty crazy.
Yep. And then you can get its Halloween challenge again.
Yeah, and that's another great counter pick to the Enigma because you can create this massive egg, drops area control. Even if Enigma pops ultimate, if he's near the egg, he'll eventually get stunned even through BKB.
Yeah.
You can do that Halloween challenge with just this Invis that you can buy too, right? Not just Invis heroes.
Yes. It could be an Invis rune. It could be a Shadow Blade. Anything.
Yeah,
It
anything
can,
that makes
does
Invis-
a Glimmer Cape count?
Yes.
I think so.
As long as you say boo, that's
Reserve
what's important.
time.
Okay. Well, I know smoke doesn't count, for
Yeah.
example.
No.
The smoke would break
has to be
before you get
invisible.
there.
Yeah.
Well, depending on the hero. What if you killed him with Ice Path?
It's true.
More or less, you need to be invisible. Type the word and then kill somebody.
Okay.
It's pretty flexible. Take your 75 moonbucks and get out of here. Quit asking me questions. just type boo, please.
So they went with the double value, right? They banned the Jug in terms of being good with the Lich, but also very good against the Phoenix. Other heroes have been the Slark, has been really popular lately, but that, I would guess, is mostly because of the Night Stalker. Good in lane versus the Night Stalker, and as well as just having that night vision versus the ulti is always good.
Weaver's cool. Geminate attack against Supernova. Lots of movement speed.
Yep. Hard to lock down. Really good against Chen. You early game rotate. You drop bugs on the creeps. It's really annoying for Chen to play into.
That's true.
You also outlane the Beastmaster because you just kill the boar over and over.
The boar is big for sure.
10
A
seconds
pretty
remaining.
cheap draft for Pepegas so far, though.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of like a trap, right? You're trying to be cheap, but you can't have it to be at the cost of your game plan.
Reserve
Yeah, what do you
time.
think about this, Kyle? Like, if you're playing in this circumstance, about how much does it influence your drafting? Are you much more likely to like skip bans and stuff? Just for the goal of, because obviously teams ban constantly in a normal game.
Oh, well,
but
that's a Halloween hero right there.
That's your Riki counter, your Enigma counter.
Yeah, I thought they were going to void with the Phoenix.
That's a core Riki, and that's a
Yeah.
really cool counter pick against an Enigma Lich concept because if you just put Riki against Enigma, he's not going to be pressured. You have super high base regen. You just outlane, and then you just kill the Enigma with a rotate.
It's also a football hero, although you would give a gem away against a Ricky, but he can't easily carry the gem all the way.
Wait, do you have to
the
leave
end
the
of it.
gem?
Yes.
yes.
For how long?
Time.
You just have to drop it in the fountain. You can pick it back up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess that wasn't specified.
Yeah.
Okay, it's true, but you have to drop it first
Yeah.
before picking it back up. And you have to walk out of it from the base all the way. Like you
Correct.
can't just
From your base to their base, you can't use blink daggers or TPs.
Yes. Well, you can use blinks on the way to there. You just can't use it in their base.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
They did some finalization last night after I went to bed, thank God.
I wrote it down.
Okay.
That's another good pick.
Okay, so they got themselves their own purge versus the Fiery Spirits.
More attack speed against
And the roar.
Egg 2.
You also have the duel to actually lock down the Riki, and the Q does tons of damage and D-pushing against both Beastmaster and Chen. You also
Yeah.
you can also cleanse the Roar.
Yeah, those summons are, whew, watch out.
Whenever you're playing with heroes like Weaver and Slark, you want some sort of cleanse because it allows your core then to drop his, get the ult off, ensure he survives, and you've reset the fight.
Kind of feels like an OD game or something for J-Storm. They banned the Storm Spirit instead, though.
Wouldn't be bad. I think you just keep it simple, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see just a DK It's also another really cheap hero. Something that just provides a bit of counter push, or rather push, a lockdown.
Yeah. I like the burst damage on J-Storm for the roar, and I always like burst damage when I have my my Legion commander too. I wonder, like, Lena maybe? Is she too squishy?
Yeah.
But she's
Oh,
kind of good
against
versus
Ricky.
Phoenix too.
It's pretty bad against Ricky, though.
Yeah, and you don't have to
Like-
buy 4 staff. And
Smoke Cloud is already so good against a couple other heroes, Weaver included, so I feel like you need some other strong mid. They just don't have enough like easy lockdown. Like, what do they do if somebody gets gone on? You like cleanse the guy, maybe
Yeah.
you Malefice, or you do Lich stuff, but it's like, that's it. They don't have like a drop a stun.
yeah, I was going to say, they're just going to... I thought they might pick the Kunkka, and that would still be weird, but they'll just ban it instead. Kunkka's just, like, so good right now.
Pango.
It's
Another
actually
Pango
busted.
mid for 9.
Yo, Pango looks kind of busted, man, with Ags. Just
Yeah, it
watching
does.
him like do spells and stuff, like when you do the, oh, I'm rolling into you, but I do shield crash
Yeah,
first. But after I
it's-
roll through, you shield crash again, and then I turn around and shield. It's
Yeah.
like you get hit so many
It's,
times.
it's also mixed damage, which is sick here, and tons of team fight. You look at Pepega's lineup; it's very exploitable in the mid game. They have nothing to do with the Pango right now.
No. And 9, when he first started coming up, it was during the Pango mid
Yeah.
era. That's kind of where you got big, or at least a lot of recognition from, right?
That's true.
So I like seeing him on that hero. Real playmaker. That's what we like on the mid laners. So what's Bryle's hero gonna be? What's good against Pango mid? They don't have
It's
any
tough.
time left.
I would love to see a hero like Ember, but you can't into Riki. DP makes sense.
What a cheap draft.
Yeah, fits the concept too.
274 versus 551. Totally
Wow.
spent there. Okay. I like Pepega's strats.
Wait,
Keeping it
how
great
did you
show.
see that?
That's at the top.
below their team.
I just added up very quickly.
I was gonna say that. I still don't see it.
It's right under the
it says
flag.
spent this draft, and then right below there's a net.
Oh,
It's not in Dutch. It's in
Okay.
English up there.
it's in
probably what
numbers.
was confusing,
It literally
yeah.
says numbers. It's universal.
But I think the DP is kind of cool. It's like your frontliner. It's the person that if they go on her, she's going to have defensive items. You
Yep.
can back her up with other defensive skills like Lich Armor with the cleanse from Legion Commander. So it gives them somebody that can like make
Yeah.
things annoying. And even just silence is amazing against Ricky, against Phoenix, against a couple here. So it's
Yeah.
not
And
like
it's-
good disable, but
It's armor building too, right? Ricky, Beastmaster. Like
It's a really good
it's
hero.
really
'cause
nice.
it kind of fills all the holes
Yeah.
that they needed. It's tankier. It provides utility. You have a form of minor lockdown and utility disable. Plus, you can push. It just makes sense.
Now that being said, is it enough to win? That's the question. I mean, I think it's good, but overall with their lineups, I like the Chen, I like the Beastmaster. I think the Ricky's a little sketch, but
I actually would favor Pepega here, I think.
Yeah.
So you say that the lower valued lineup is better in this case? Because I find that fairly interesting, right? It's like you spend a lot less, but which draft does the draft represent the cost, the value?
I mean, it's sort of like buying clothing, right? Brand names are dumb. You could just go to a flea market, thrift store, find some
example.
jacket for $10.
I hate
instead
those
of-
And
brand name
And
heroes.
it's all about putting them together in ways that work
Exactly.
while buying
As long
cheap
as you have
individual
something
prices.
stylish, you know, you can pull off any look.
Wow, that was
Any
deep,
draft.
man.
It's more about how your clothes fit anyway, for those of you at home. Doesn't matter what they look like. Well, it does a little.
That's a little.
I
I mean, look at that shot. You guys are looking great, and then there's this guy. So
Yeah, well, we tried.
I can
That's
see
the
the effort.
secret. That's
over
really
there.
the secret.
We
Yeah.
clearly read our WhatsApp messages before we left on the flight.
Oh, I read them.
You're like the first one.
I just made certain decisions.
Okay.
It's working out though, because I went with the jeans as well. So okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like
help
Had to
Trent
help
like
you
the
out.
last 6 days, so I should probably not flame too much.
I was gonna say I know this is everyone every other day, so
Yes.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Does that
fine.
mean that all the other days you'll be dressed in the nines?
No, most
No.
definitely not.
Did you bring anything to
Yeah,
be
I
able
brought,
to be
I brought
dressed
the
in?
nines, but
All right,
you know,
all right. Just checking, just checking.
I just wanted to beach it up today. What's so bad about that? I was in the Space Center suit. Okay,
That's true.
lay
That
off,
is true.
guys.
Why'd you take it off then?
Yeah, it wasn't that comfortable.
That's a great question. Actually, it's a little tight.
Yes,
in
it was.
a couple areas.
It was.
So for the rest of the videos you watch with Kev, know what kind of pain he might be in.
Yeah. There's a reason I was slouching a little bit.
Some
Yeah.
streams need more cowbell. Ours needs more. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go into it. Never mind. I take back what I
I
was
have
gonna say.
no idea where you were going
Pretty
with
sure you
that.
can say almost anything.
Yeah.
But
All I heard on the last panels, they were trying to figure out that horseshoes and hand grenades thing, and
Yeah.
no one could help them out.
What?
What? Yeah, close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades.
Exactly.
It's
But
very
there you go,
idiot.
Grant. I thought we'd help
Insane.
you out.
Yeah.
well, insane.
No
So
problem.
it's saying
buddy.
Never
close
heard of-
doesn't count, but in horseshoes, if you get close, you get a point.
Yeah.
And if you throw a hand grenade and it's only close to somebody, obviously, it's still going to be impactful.
What's that game you play on the ice where you like shave to let the
Oh,
ball?
curling.
Curling, where you
Curling.
shave, you
Oh.
sweep.
Okay,
You don't
whatever.
shave.
Well, I
It's
mean,
curling.
technically you're taking
Jeez.
ice part.
And-
of
It's
it.
a broom, not a shave.
And
Can you do that
there's-
motion again, Kevin? What was that again?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's an interesting
You
technique.
could probably say it's close in curling and hand grenades too if you wanted to, but it's not alliteration. But
Curling's great, dude. I love watching curling because of the ads that they play. Because apparently the only people that watch curling is farmers.
I know it's really.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of. It's really popular in Wisconsin, I believe, and they sell a lot of gear out of Wisconsin as well.
There you go.
I've heard.
It's all farmers. They got like farmer dating websites. They have
Really?
ads for that. Yeah,
guys have- You haven't been to
farmersonly.com, I
Farmers
believe.
Only?
Shout out
Is
to
that
you.
really a thing?
Yeah.
It's
There's enough
whenever
farmers
I
for
watch
that?
curling,
I know
it
that
is
that's a thing.
farmers
There's-
only.
Look, there's a lot of farmers, and there's a lot of farmers that live near farmers that kind of pose as like farmers, and
What
that's
fake
that's
farmers?
basically it's literally.
There's a
where it
lot of
goes.
single farmers.
It's like country people, and like they're like I like cheap beer and like football
rides.
and
Can you tell he's from Wisconsin?
farmers and
Yeah, you know the
Look,
type.
when I was in grade school and the leaves would fall in fall, some of the kids would pretend to be tractors, and they would walk on the ground on their knees and like grab leaves and put them through their legs into like a smaller path. Like that was literally, and then they would like between like two trees, they would put sticks and fill it up like a grain bin with leaves. That was literally something kids did in my grade school. There are people like this.
Wow.
Some
I
of their
thought-
some of their parents literally live on a farm. So it's
Purge
like,
So
the
that's
cheese head.
that's their playing
oh,
mechanism.
yeah.
You know, that's
and,
what they. That's
and those
what
are
they
the
do.
people that go to Farmers Only.
I thought I
Oh.
was weird because I was homeschooled throughout grade school, but it turns out that collecting pine cones
Wow, that
wasn't really
explains
that bad.
so much, actually.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Only partially though.
I know your
right?
mother's watching, though. Shout out to you.
I'm a first year I attended school.
How-
I went
how-
to kindergarten and then I started in 8th grade.
You were like, this is too much for me, Mom.
Yeah, it's
Take
a
me
long
back.
story.
How long,
I really
how long were you homeschooled?
from I did kindergarten.
Yeah, how-
Then
like,
first
what
through
years?
7th I was homeschooled. Then 8th grade I started going to school,
Alright.
which in reality was both terrible decision and a good decision because I was bullied mercilessly, but suffering builds character. So now I'm me.
You mean bullied at home, right?
No,
Everything turned around once you got
I was
to
the
grade
old.
school.
Look, I'm the oldest brother. All right,
Oh, you did the bullying. Oh, okay. I see how
not
it is.
not necessarily, but
But yes,
maybe a little.
we are working on the lobby, by the
Yes.
way. We're not delaying the game here intentionally.
No, we are because we want you to enjoy our company a little bit longer. And we'll make the players wait a little bit for
Yeah,
us.
okay.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That's also,
it's
by the
important
way.
stuff being said here. Although it got a little grim just now.
Yeah, well, that's why I can take your bullying of me so well. I'm used to it. Trust me, there's nothing meaner in life than adolescence, all right?
Yeah,
Like I
that's
said,
definitely-
this got
Also,
real
who the hell said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? That's a lie. Okay, bones heal. Words cut deep.
That was the same guy
They
that said,
scar
like,
your soul.
I don't care about haters. It's the same guy who wrote that one, I think.
Who? Oh,
Get my joke.
no, sorry.
It's like
went over my
the new
head.
age thing is like, I don't care about haters, but they rap about haters all the time.
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Huge
favorite
fan.
are people that scroll through their tweets or comments, and then they take a photo and they say, "Oh, look at this guy! What an asshole!"
You don't do
Who
that.
does that?
I don't take pictures, but I'll if I'm sitting next to someone, I'm like, look at this dumb. That was me meeting the Reddit.
You know what
Reddit thread
the,
yesterday.
what the downside is about that is though, because I know a lot of people put attention on their haters or flamers or whatnot, but that means that all the people that say nice stuff,
Yep.
they just want to have a nice word or just a like,
But-
they'll never get attention, and they'll see, well, if I'm a hater, if I'm a flamer, I get attention
Yeah.
from my favorite person.
I mean, you've probably seen those comics before where it's it shows all of the comments that somebody gets, and it slowly blacks out all of the good ones. And
Yes,
it's just,
I've
the
seen that one.
negative
That's pretty
Yeah,
real,
that's-
though.
The
That is
negative
very
stuff
real.
Yeah.
sticks out a little bit more. So.
That's why
I
you just don't read them, guys.
What is
I
that?
thought I'd just start looking at the bounties since we have some
Oh, yeah.
time here. I mean, that makes sense, right? The day 2 bounties.
Yeah.
Thought I'd get
day
some
2.
reactions. Yeah, these
Okay.
are some fresh suggestions.
So for people unaware, because
oh, well, these are the day 1 bounties.
these are the day 1 bounties. So Trent, you are responsible.
Yeah, I'm going
for
to handle
all
that
the
one tonight. I'm
bounties.
going to let Purge take a day
Alright.
off because he suffered for me yesterday while I was
Yes.
flying. So I've posted the thread. If you guys haven't already, I guess we should check that out. It's on the Reddit, Dota 2 subreddit. So head there if you have your suggestions. Currently, the top one I see upvoted is called The Great Migration.
Okay.
Teams must start at either safe lane side of the river as 5 and travel all the way to the opposite side of the river without losing a hero. Must type quack, quack, quack to start and quack while in the river. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of
I
upvotes.
like that one.
I like
actually.
That's an evolution of one we saw that I read yesterday that was not as good.
Oh, and then here's one shouting you out, Kevin. It's thanks, Purge. Allow Purge to take complete control of your draft. He decides all picks and bans and cannot be advised by your team in any way.
I'm not good at drafting, guys.
I don't know.
but
It's got 93 upvotes, so.
You can get all the most expensive heroes.
You
Ruin someone's economy.
You probably have to do that where the picks are free.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. No. Sadim.
What happened?
He's trying to hack in. You guys. Sir Sadim is trying to hack in and is trying to prevent us from starting this game. We cannot let that happen.
Is that what was taking so long?
Help us fix this. The scan is going through. It is absolute fire, and it is indeed successful. It is repelling Sir Sadim's attempts of sabotage. And Mr. Midas is victorious once again. Over to our commentary team of Gareth and Grant.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the last series of the day. We got some NA teams. I'm joined by Gareth, and we got some Pepegas, and we've got some J-Storm. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling pretty good, excited for this one. I love that intro, Malwarebytes intro. So
Yeah, it actually is. It's super good, and yep, we are into the game now. And while this is the first chance we really get to see, this is like Eternal Envy's team. This is his real team going forward, right? We've heard some like these Midas mode teams, right? TI3 Alliance, but this is his team, and I'm curious to see how good they look.
the Fighting Pepegas.
Yes. No.
Such a good name.
And you love those
I
names,
love
right? Yeah, you
the
do.
emote names, man.
Or do you say them in real? Do you say them in real life?
I don't think I say Pepega. I think I say Kappa.
Okay.
Kappa.
Yeah, you just got to throw a casual cap occasionally.
In case you didn't,
yeah,
in case you didn't taste the sarcasm, just
yeah.
Kappa.
Just throw it out there. And guess what? We have a Ricky in this game, going to be played by, I believe that's Resolution. So it is going to be the carry Ricky. Yep. It's going to be a big fight. Possibly. Who's going to go on to who? They're going to start tagging. Eternal Envy will be taking a decent amount of damage, but he will Spirit Siphon. Aui's going to try to steal that rune. He won't be able to get it. Resolution actually steals it from under him, but now this Phoenix is going to take a ton of damage. That's the first blood. Bryle scoops it up on Moose there. They're the newcomer on that team.
Rezo does get the bounty runes, though.
Yep.
Phoenix giving his life for the Rezo Ricky. Where's he heading? He's shifting. Oh, he's being TP'd up top.
Yeah.
Chen's bringing him up to the top lane.
And that's one of the best things with Chen, right? Like, people talk about, oh, you get the match resistance creeps. You don't really lose lanes. You always get the lanes you want because of Chen.
You just like 3-man contest bot, take the bounty runes top
And
with someone,
go top.
and then you have the lane set up anyway.
And you're still in, exactly.
What are you safe lane DP?
That's different with the Bassi. We've been seeing that a lot, right? We see the headdress on Chen, we see the Bassi on Death Prob. You like these, just like these items. You don't really get regen. You just buy these 500 gold items.
Like straight off the bat. I mean, it's efficient, right? Like it helps you push with catapult waves. That's always super nice.
Yeah. And the headdress with Chen, right? You just get more HP. It's fine.
Keep that lane sustain going, and then it gets amped up by his passive as well. Snaking in the jungle.
Yeah. Just jungling. Didn't even deny a creep off that wave, so he's just straight up jungling, which you don't see that often anymore. We will say Snaking's been playing off lane for what, almost 3-4 years now, and now he's just playing 4. A little bit of a change there.
I like the Blightstone level 1.
Yeah.
That is full efficiency. Blightstone, clarities.
Yep.
He's got the jungle strats down.
You just destroy him. What do you think? Where do you think the action's going to happen? It doesn't feel like a Ricky lane, right? There's never really going to be much action in a Ricky lane. This bottom lane, though, definitely feels like some could happen.
Yeah, but like the thing is, Frost Shield's super good defensively, but with the Spirit Siphon, you can chase people down. Like Beastmaster's not going to have a fun time down here once like DP hits level 3.
Yeah.
They have a lot of damage. But then you're dealing with like level 2 boars as well, so I think it goes the other way.
Yeah. You just don't want to overextend. You want to have the you want to be the one dominating the jungle, not letting him see where you're at.
Bot lane on a knife's edge.
Well, Snaking, he TP's top to double stack the creep wave, so that Hector efficiency we saw at TI for a little bit. TPing to farm, sometimes you just do it now.
TP to stack.
Well, middle lane, we've already seen this 9 Pangolier. He absolutely destroyed last game, and he's one of the few who still plays at middle, and he just straight up owns right now. He is currently down. It's 14-2 versus 10-1 on him. Weaver already double right banded up.
Weaver's such a weird mid-hero as well. We used to see it back in the day against heroes like Puck, where you're able to close the gap onto like Orb and Jaunt, right? I think Pango is very similar.
Yeah.
Now that Pango doesn't have the silence, you're able to close gap and get damage on him really nicely.
Yeah, you just run up, and one of the best bottle, right? You see Pango has a bottle, Weaver's going to go, and Weaver should just dominate the bottle middle. And there will be a dire courier just dying.
There we go.
Falling
Like
randomly.
Shikuchi straight onto tier 1, no threat whatsoever.
Top.
Oh, Legion.
One
more hit. Ricky!
He won't find him. Rezo gets juked out right there. Yep. And will be Moonman on that Legion. So you have quite a few, you know, just a lot of players on this team, right, that are all TI caliber, but you're switching a lot of roles. Gareth, what do you play in pubs mostly?
I play 5 now. I used to be like super toxic mid player, you know, Invoker,
The normal,
Tinker,
yeah.
the classic.
Yeah.
Come from Dota 1, that's what you play.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like first pick Oracle, first pick Witch Doctor. I don't give a shit. I'm going to put wards down,
I'll do my job. Someone else carry me. Yeah.
play Intervision, please.
Yeah. Was it hard making that change, or were you cool with it?
I think it was like a mentality shift more than anything. Like I got old, I realized I can't click buttons fast enough.
Yeah. Been there, my friend. Been there. And wow, this middle lane, it's really going bad for 9 now. He's only down about 3 CS, but he might have to go fully back and heal if he doesn't get that 4-minute rune.
This Legion's having such a good time top. Like CS-wise, it doesn't look amazing, but with boots and almost level 4, she's not under really any threat of dying.
Yeah.
And she's making space for the Enigma, right? You always have to factor that into the calculations. This Enigma is...
And, well, we talked about it has to get the rune, goes for the rune, and just gets blown up by Owie.
Where did that Lich come from?
Goodness, and you see both teams, they are going to be taking these runes into account quite a bit. Bottom as well, they go on Eternal Envy. Eternal Envy, though, Spirit Siphoning, getting a decent amount of HP back, and that's going to be a tough kill, as you said. You have Spirit Siphon and that Frost Shield. Look at this, the Fear early. Brings him on in. Will this be enough to kill Phoenix? One more right click. Owie, is it enough? No,
the
they
spirits,
healing salve.
the fiery spirits.
That slows him down. Does have to use a healing salve for it, but saves the gold.
But then you can see like the turn. The DP stayed alive even without the Lich. Lich arrives, and all of a sudden you've got kill threat.
Yeah, that's going to be so serious. Higher level of Spirit Siphon, you're just not going to be killing her in that safe lane, which is strange to say. Darius Curry will respawn, no one using it immediately.
Ricky with 14 denies.
Oh, and they just bring down Moon. You said it, this bottom lane. He hasn't even gone Frost Shield, by the way. Lich is 2-0-1 with the build.
Oh, wow.
So they're just full on aggression right now, it feels like.
And that gives you more damage.
Yep.
So just fully relying on Spirit Siphon to keep the DP alive then.
Yep. I guess that's pretty good, right? Versus Phoenix, versus a Beastmaster. They're not just insane amounts of burst damage.
And if you're fast enough, you can Sinister Gaze the dive, right? Stop the Phoenix mid-air.
And that's probably why he ended up getting it at level 3, or level 2, pardon me. We'll put a part in that Frost Shield, and right now the fighting Pepegas 1k up, and this is a lot different because we saw J-Storm absolutely trample Beast Coast last series.
Pango just gets forced out of lane by this Weaver.
And he just has a regen rune chilling in his bottle on that Weaver. He is going to have a great time.
Unbelievable. What's Enigma up to? How's Snake can do?
He's just chilling. He's looking for that Helmet Dominator. Top CS obviously doesn't mean too much.
45
yeah, you know, it's an Enigma, but still, he's almost level 5.5. This straight up jungling, he took all his stacks by himself. That's probably why.
Nobody contesting at all.
And that's tough, right? Because usually when you see a Ricky pig dancing, you're like, he's just going to annoy him. But because he's the carry player,
he can't go wasting time chasing around. Oh, Pango giving it a go.
He's going to try. Can he perma roll on him? He's
3
doing the angle
connections,
perfectly.
go for the 4th.
Oh my goodness, will he?
5!
One morning.
Oh my god!
9. I mean, this boy's Pango, absolute beast today.
What?
Dude. It was perfect, too. He didn't just bounce off the walls, right? He would go a little bit further to make sure it chain stunned perfectly. Now they're going to try to bring him down, but he's just gone. They do not have a black hole on Enigma. Still a little bit low. He's trying to jump away. Doesn't get any damage reduction, but he's fine.
Absolute beast.
Yeah. You see why they value this Pango, even with the price going further up. Top lane now. They're going to try to chase down this Legion commander. Does have a press the attack, so he'll be fine. But Ricky getting close. Looks like to those treads.
He actually dragged that wave under tower, so there's no push from the Chen. He's just going to dip back into the jungle. The Rage just feel like they have more of the map that they can like just walk into.
Yeah.
They can farm. Very little pressure coming out of J-Storm, but I guess that changes really heavily when you start hitting 6 on Beastmaster, Phoenix, Pango. Like Pango's going to make some rotations. If he comes down bot when they get their levels up, they can make fights happening. It's coming now even.
Yeah, there is. There's a Chen, only level 3 down here as well. But look at Owie, Snaky in pretty good position. They want to roll, but here's a turn. Let me. Oh, and he just get a black hole. No one else will be there, but it'll cancel most of Pango's ult. He's still going to be rolling. Will he go uphill? Not quite yet. Snaking, though, will be able to just make it out. And, well, that's a Pango over a black hole. I'm sure 9's okay with that, but they're going to chase. Will they be able to catch anyone? The Weaver's behind him, gets disarmed immediately. They're looking Fear. Only level 3, not the biggest kill, but a kill is a kill, and it looks like they should be able to bring this Chen down. They're going to look as well for the Phoenix. Phoenix on the backside. Owie just drops. These boars doing so much damage, and now Moo. He's eating a lot of damage. Both teams actually just taking a ton of damage. They have to make it out.
There's a Chen Wolf down here.
And he
the
gets the
time lapse.
ulti off. Bryle
Doesn't have any one charges left.
has to be careful. One bottle charge, and that's it. Looks like he'll be okay for now. Doesn't feel good. Gets mana burned again by that Mind Stealer, the Chen creep.
What a bastard.
Dude, some of the Chen creeps, the Purge creep, the mana burn creep, the Harpy creep, you're just like, these are
The
better than most heroes.
The
Yeah.
Lightning Harpy.
You're like, wait, these are just better than heroes for the most part. Lich will end up stealing that rune. So you see the fighting Pepegas, they're controlling the runes from 0 minutes in. They've gotten every single rune bottom lane. They want to try to dive Eternal Envy. They will have a little bit of a slow, and yet they will be able to bring him down. And now we kind of saw that coming. There's a lot of hero rotations bottom from Dire, and that's always the first tower that falls.
It's not with a catapult wave. It maybe feels a little unexpected. Envy's not really thinking that Ricky's going to rotate 8.5 minutes in, right? But it does mean now they can TP top. Legion can shove the tier 1. They've moved Enigma up there. So they're trying to trade the fighting Pepegas. It's just Beastmaster and Chen push way faster than anybody else on this map.
They do. If you're Dire, you want to defend this, right? Who do you TP up here, though? You got a Pango. Is there anyone to just, oh, well, he's just going to try to do it solo. We've seen it before. He will roll forward, but he will get that HP regen from pressing tag. He's rolling neck. Hits him again. Will he pop out? He does get it up. And a nice kill by 9 again. They're going to try to suck him in with Owie, but he's not taking too much damage. He has level 2 shield crash, and he's just going to solo defend towers. And 9 is having a great game right now.
Hey, there's another one. That's a bonus kill. Oh, nice purge.
Owie, 2 more attacks.
The ball slow.
2. Oh, gets the duel up, but it won't matter. And now he's
gonna
lose it. Oh my God, will he? Yes.
Oh my
Winner Moo, and this everything's coming up. J-Storm, there's the tip. Moo might go down.
Back.
Will he get him? The disarm. No disarm.
Shikuchi, does he have time lapse?
He does. Yeah. Makes it out. So Bryle gets something, but man.
Go for more. Go for more. Get the Pango. He's got him.
They're gonna fight.
Where's the swashbuckler going? Oh, he's leaving it.
He's scared.
He's got blue coming. Lich is there.
Owie, level 4. I'll help as much as I can. I'll try. He's
I'm
been getting
coming.
like 2 shot by the boar. Oh man, those boars do a ton of damage though.
Did they do any damage to bot tier 2? I saw like 2 heroes.
A little bit.
Like when they were fighting top, they tried to push bot.
Yeah, a little bit. A little less than half, about 40% though, so.
That's decent.
It is, especially when it's a Ricky, right? Ricky's just free farming down here. He has to be so happy. He's like, thanks 9 for carrying the first 8 minutes.
And they've got catapult waves coming as well. So they could look for like tier 1 mid. There's catapult there. Eternal Enemy's trying to defend. Phoenix looking, has level 6. Finally cracks it, even before Tome.
We'll see. Phoenix is getting a lot of farm. It's a greedy hero, but if you can get levels and farm on it, it's a good hero. Ags first, not sure about that one. Haven't seen that, but.
I mean, what do they have? They've got Weaver to click into it. They've got a Dispel on the Legion, so they've got a couple of ways to handle Supernova. But if you add in a Roar and a smoke screen, that Ricky Cloud can do a lot.
Yeah, it can. Let's see. It's like top lane, they're trying to push in. Middle as well, but it will just be a tier 1 tower. Snake King and Bryle get to work on it together. Bryle picks it up. Middle lane, tower goes down. 9 will scoop it up. And looking at the net worth, Weaver is still in first place, so even with that solo death, having a pretty good time.
Yeah, almost closing in on 6K. They bring so many heroes mid. Jace, like 4 heroes swinging towards mid lane. 1 hero farming back in jungle, Beastmaster.
And some TPs out. This Ricky getting super close to that Diffusal Blade.
Oh, that's why he's so close to Vlad's.
I mean, you can almost start solo killing the Weaver once you get like level 4 smoke. Obviously, it doesn't have any points in the smoke screen yet, but once you get that and the Diffusal, everyone's just a threat to being killed.
Oh yeah, free food.
They're going to smoke up here on the Radiant. Enigma, Weaver, and Lich. They're going to head middle.
When does EE decide he wants to eat towers? Because I don't feel like we've seen, an Exorcism push. Is this wait for level 2 ulti before I go and use it?
I guess he's not using it right now, you'd think, like on this middle tower. Maybe they just can't get waves. I think Chen's been pulling a lot of creep waves as well, just being annoying.
They might try and set something up top rune towards top lane.
It's the Ricky's up here alone. They've got dust on the Lich.
They had vision on him. There's a sentry down and an obs ward.
See.
If they can catch a glimpse again. He's gone south and they've gone north.
And they pop the dust and they don't find him. He's summoned out by Chen. Didn't even have to be, but he will.
Chen TP. And then they're making a gank on purple. Legion Commander.
They are.
Jumped on by Phoenix and Pango. Roll in. Does have the press the attack, but Ricky arrives. Oh, that's not quite enough finally. 9 will take the kill. And they're TPing in here, Pepegas.
And they're rolling out on the other side, so a quick 1 for 0, not too shabby. J-Storm, they're just playing a little bit better, it feels like right now.
It's that Chen effect, right? You said it at the start, just being able, like, Ricky draws 3 or 4 heroes top, and then immediately you're on another hero mid lane.
Yep, and now you're pushing bottom because of that whole situation. You're just going to get a free tier 2, it looks like.
And, like, Pepegas lose all their momentum top. They could have maybe pushed tier 2, but they got dragged in, sucked into the nonsense.
This is scary because you see J-Storm we saw in their last series. They've got the Vlads. They're just going all these like little items, and they could just push it 25 minutes again. And if you have one bad black hole or DP ulti, right?
It's over.
It's over, yeah. Those heroes aren't that good.
Here comes the push strat. Here come the auras.
Oh, and they're smoking uphill again. There's going to be the Hawk scouts out snaking, it looks like. Moo. Yep, they see him. Moo's ready to roar. They might not even have to. Yep, not even going to use the roar. Just right-click him down.
Absolute bare minimum spell usage.
They're just moving around the map. You do see blues like, all right, they're all top. We have to go bottom now.
Yeah, like
reactions.
The objectives for J-Storm, top tier 1, tier 2, mid tier 2. That's where they kind of want to set up, right? Dire side on that top part of the map.
Ooh,
so you can
top.
play from the ward spot into both top and mid lane. Top making a jump on orange.
Yeah, they wanted Bryle. They were getting
Weaver's
their
out.
tier 1. Yep, looks like he should be. There is one other hero, dark green. Phoenix is looking, but can't really stop anything there. Yep, Weaver's just hiding.
Sneaky.
What do you go on the Weaver now? He went the Treads, Wraith Band, Drylance. Do you still go Diffusal? Do you go a bigger damage item? Or, I mean, what would you like to
It's
see?
hard, right, because you need something to deal with Smokescreen. So you need BKB or Pike, and I just don't like Pike on Weaver anymore, even though he has Dragonlance. It just feels bad.
It's a lot of money, but
It's a lot
not
of
very
money.
much.
Like, you
yeah.
want BKB anyway to deal with the Phoenix. Like, you don't always want to have to rely on Legion Commander to dispel that shit off you.
You can see.
But I don't know, the fact he has Dragonlance makes me feel it's going to be
He might
Pike.
do it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he might just go for it. But I would like to see a damage item, maybe a Maelstrom to slot him. Oh, yeah, you've got him selected. You've got Maelstrom queued.
He does have the Maelstrom coming. You just need damage eventually. Even if you survive right, if you just do no damage, it's pretty bad.
Oh, it's real bad. Blink into BKB for snaking.
All right, I
That's
like
what he
it.
wants.
Going for the game win there, not
Oh,
going for
Yellow's in trouble. Envy, no!
Find him, yep. Envy, just look at his team's pushing the tier 1 in the same lane, and he just gets picked off the tier 2. It's a good pickoff. That ward, they both have wards right on top of each other by that shrine.
He's trying to kind of farm off from the rest of his team.
And they can't even get this tier 1 bottom yet. Dire, half rotating with Moo.
Yeah, Ricky just cuts the wave and says, cool. Let's try pushing
Later.
in.
Oh, God. And they've done a good job of this. Fear's been doing it with just the Chen creeps. Well, it is a tier 1, luckily, so you can backdoor. Probably can't do this versus the tier 2s, though.
J-Storm not defending. They'll let it slide.
Oh, man. The Boar's got the kill on the HOD creep, just free 200 gold.
Oh, nice.
Love that value.
Like, look at the trade. Like, you lose a tier 1 bottom. Sure, we get a tier 2 mid, and we shift up top. Now we control probably the most valuable part of the map, right?
That one
This
right
area
there,
here,
yeah.
right here controls Roshan, controls 2 lanes. You can push, it's perfect, it's high ground, you've got vision advantage. And this is where they play for the next 5 minutes. They just keep proxy pushing high ground. If they want to go Roshan, Mr. VR over there might have a bit of a fun time.
No.
They can. But the game seems like it's on a precipice of ending.
That does. There goes tier 2. And as you said, if they get a ward on this hill too, like Dire can just sit here as long as they want. And the only lane Radiant can play is bottom, which we see they're trying to do right now.
You get forced to like all in bottom lane.
Will they be able to get this tier 2? They do have the Siege Creep snaking still here. Looks like they will actually get the tier 2 as the Radiant, or the Dire team, pardon me, moves into Roshan. It looks like they will just be able to bring it down.
Oh yeah, we reverted old man.
Yep. No smashing
God
this
damn.
time. Yep. Jason's like, oh, this is our perfect time.
That's why they pick these heroes. They know that Roshan's
They do.
weak. He's been crippled by Sursadim.
Oh, that bastard. And well, they'll get the Roche, and Aegis goes on to this Ricky, who has a full Diffusal Blade now. This is a scary Ricky to go against. Has a Yasha, by the way, on the courier, too, so he's just super farmed.
Can they catch anybody? Look at the spam pinging. Everybody on the radio just pinging heroes. Get this guy, that guy, maybe this one?
Whoa, whoa.
Anyone?
Chain Frost just goes it. Only it's the Phoenix solo, though. It won't bounce to anyone, and all right, see you later.
Yeah, that's a panic, let's go, anybody we possibly can moment.
Yep. It's like Pango just does the same thing, but counter-initiate, and they'll back out, but they're going to smoke. I like it. You don't really expect it with the Pango using his ult. Has a full basher now as well on the chicken coming out.
They have no idea where this Ricky is at any moment.
they going to find Snake King? No.
Stole the ball.
Boar, yep. Is he going to get it before it dies? Yep, 200 gold.
Oh, Ricky sneaking.
Look, they got to be careful. Sentry Ward is down for Maui, but they don't have an observer, so they don't see him. He's creeping around. You can tell Radiant's just so scared. 4 of them in the base. The Weaver, the only one who can kind of farm safely, is out by himself, but this is what the fighting Pepegas have to do.
And bot lane's going to get pushed in as well. Looks like Chen just has his creeps A-moved onto bot lane.
That works.
So difficult for Radiant to defend that as well. They have cleared like wards in their jungle though, so they've got pretty good vision. Oh, there's one freshly placed by Fear, as I say that. But it's under Radiant vision, so they'll be able to clear it out again. All right, Legion.
God, this has to feel, if you're a Legion commander, you look at the clock, 20 minutes in, and you have 0 dual damage. You actually gave away dual damage earlier in that top lane.
Who got it?
I believe it was the Beastmaster.
Yeah,
Plus
you're right,
10.
plus 10.
Uh-oh, now Lich is just dead. As you said, you never know where the Ricky's at any given moment.
Yeah.
They're gonna look for more, and oh, he's actually dropping his items here. He's giving him to the chicken. He's not being BM, we think. Though Rezo has been staying in NA quite some time, and there is going to be a roar. It's going to be middle lane. They're going to look. Will they be able to find his Legion? Kind of
Temple
a
Stomp
gen.
coming in.
And it's going to be able to get it. Yep, nice job by Fear, and they'll right-click him down. Moon Meander dies.
Legion was not happy about that Sentinel. Gave it the double ping.
Nope. And they're just going to push the base. What can you do? You have a bunch of these creeps. You have the aura from Moo as well, the Vlads as well as Inner Beast. That's just a... They're going to tier 3 even through that armor. They'll just back out. Man, J-Storm, they are looking good.
And this is where you have the perfect spot. Like you said, they've got double wards on that kind of high ground area, and now you can cut top wave to force it to come back to base and force Radiant to either hard push or hard defend. Like you're pigeonholing your opponents, giving them no option.
As you said, just Weaver, the only one who's out of base right now.
Do they just go in? Do they have Blink Enigma?
They do. They got the Blink Enigma, and they are smoked up. This is pretty much you have to have a good DP ulti and a good Enigma ulti. We're about to find out right now. Oh, but the Ricky's on the backside. He's actually going to find the Enigma by himself. There's going to be a duel as well. Moo's going to get eaten alive, but neither one will get damage. It looks like Moo will be the first to go down, though, after Snaking does this to 1-for-1. And there's going to be a Spirit Siphon. Isn't up. The last hit basher, man.
Of course.
Turnlemy can't get away, and you see Rezo. He's chasing for more. Ow, he goes down, and Rezo is just eating him alive. Give him the rampage. It doesn't matter.
Now it's bonus kill time. Like, you see where Legion and Weaver are right now. They have no interest whatsoever dealing with this J-Storm side.
And Phoenix already pushing in middle. You see Ricky's there. They'll probably just go for some Raxes here. Everyone is respawning, though, and Eternal Envy does have his ulti on that DP. Didn't use it.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
We'll see how much they want to pressure this base.
Yeah, they don't have the Beastmaster, but they've got Ricky that jumps Enigma,
goodness.
kills him off, no black hole.
And we talked about that diffusal plus that. Like, that's why you
Yeah.
kind of need that. We talked about it on Weaver, but you see it on Enigma. You're dead.
Hitting that timing. Like, you know they won't have BKB or Pike anyway, really, to get them out. They don't have a natural hero to save them.
J-Storm, they will take the first set of rags here at 21 minutes in. And you do have the Enigma on the Radiant side, right? Like, the end kind of that, if I hit a 5-man black hole, we have a chance, but...
Have they picked Ricky so they can do the football challenge again and drop the gem in the fountain?
I thought they were going to do the Boo challenge, but they haven't done either of them quite yet. Uh-oh, there's the roll. See ya, Bryle. Dude, I thought they were, because I thought they were going to do the one where you say Boo, right? That's like Ricky's perfect challenge.
Exactly. You know exactly when they're going to die.
And it'd be funny because you could just say it without actually doing it, and they just back up. I would actually abuse it.
If
I would
you're
just say the whole
If
time,
you're the Lich, you're just like, I'm in fountain.
You're just literally permanently there.
Not handling this.
Snaking to try to push out bottom, but guess who's already right there? Ricky, and he's just going to blink strike onto Death Prod. Yules is going to be there. Will he make it out? No basher hit.
Okay.
Saves him one more fight. Are they just going to push bottom here? It looks like Snaking's doing a good job of trying to cut the creep wave. A decent sized wave is already at their base, though. No, he's not even trying to cut. He's just hiding.
Yeah, it's real hard. Like, top lane's being cut by Dire. Mid lane is on your tier 4s.
Yep. Like, it actually is. They're just losing tier 4s right now while their tier 3s are getting pushed in bottom.
And Ricky is thinking about, diving base, contemplating going into fountain. Who do I slap?
Yep, even has the Manta now for the silence, the stun of Enigma. And he will. Just going to jump on forward. Eternal Envy will have to use the Yules again. Press the attack plus the armor is going to be out.
Okay, press the Press the attack plus frost shield. That'll save someone out of smoke screen.
Decent. And we'll just continue to sit down here, though. Chen not throwing his creeps in, just keeping them, wants to keep the army alive. And they'll back out for now. Get a decent amount of damage on that tier 3.
Weaver needs to go top.
That's the problem. Like, Weaver wants to be in these fights, but like he's the only hero who can farm that top lane. Well, they're going to go on him.
Ooh.
Yep, gets the pre-casted Sakuchi, it looks like. Nice job.
And that's the thing, once you have the lanes pressured, this Riki could be on any one of these lanes, so trying to outshove, trying to cut waves. Doing anything here is fighting for Pepegas is just so hard. All or nothing time.
And you always have to, like, even your middle, right? Like, you have to have a sentry in your base or he can just walk through. Like, you never know.
Let's have a look at Aoi. What's the Lich got?
He's got a lot.
3 sentries plus a bunch on the floor already. And very little net worth, under 2K net worth.
Have you ever run out of, now that there's a limited amount of sentries,
every game.
You run out, you run out every game. You're an all-star, Garrett.
Yeah, dude, I spam sentries.
Me, everyone's spamming him. Well, yeah, someone else can get him, whatever.
I cannot handle enemies having vision. That's not acceptable. No.
Bottom, they're TPing in again.
It's like when I against the Beastmaster, I sentry for the Hawk. That's how.
Yeah, and just, you ain't got no vision. It looks like Dire. They're just going to be sitting on this high ground. As you said, they might. 3 of them up here. They try to bait bottom with that Riki illusion, but they don't fall for it. And here we go. This might be it.
Come on, Snaking.
Riki's going to be the first one to jump. It will be onto the Enigma over there. It's going to be Eternal Envy getting bashed as well. He has an Aghanim now on the Pango. Snake King does turn around. He hits 2 of them. Is it going to be enough? The Roar's there as well, but Moo will kill Snake King. Axe is flying out. And oh my goodness, Eternal Envy just melted. Didn't even use the ultimate again, by the way, and there's a bash hit on the Weaver. Will ulti, flies back a little bit, has Sakuchi in one. Will he be able to make it out? Chain Frost. That's a lot of creeps, and oh man, 9 just kills Aoi with Maelstrom proc.
Do some bounties.
They're doing the bounty of ending the game, it looks like.
Get the money quickly.
Get money. Dude, they're just winning. They're like, best way to win. I mean, they're the only, they did 4 bounties in their first game, right? And then I wonder if they know they can do them again right now.
Do we just have them all muted or something? I've not seen.
God, I hope not. No.
I mean, your feed isn't the one coming.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I've not heard a peep from anybody.
No.
All deadly silent. Maybe they're scared Eternal Enemy's going to lash out if he loses.
Yeah, could be.
Just keep calm.
Yeah, usually people are popping up here. I'm surprised.
Very reserved.
Especially with, you know, Bryle being part of the J-Storm stack for a little bit there. Yeah, well, just
how long did that last?
Chad. Not long. Not long per NA standards. Yeah, actually pretty long for NA standards, I guess. And here goes 9. He's going to roll again. He's going to look for that Weaver, but nice ulti there. Does get bashed, though. Will make it out. He's going to continue. He's going to clear all the creep waves with it. Bryle is getting pretty far now, though. On this Weaver, level 23, obviously you have the XP talent, has a BKB Maelstrom, almost has a full Mjolnir now. It still feels like you need 1 more damage item, though, to really be effective. And that might always be the case, right?
Like, you're always against the Beastmaster Roar. I think that's the issue with the Weaver this game. Like, he needed Dragonlance to kind of outrange, you know, Pango and Riki to try and get damage out. Needed Maelstrom for the damage. And then you need a BKB to deal with Smokescreen, and you're still, oh dear, that Enigma's gone.
Yeah, Enigma's gone. Oh my goodness, so is Moon Meander on that Legion. There's the BKB popped by Weaver. He's going to have to do a lot of work.
Enigma fought back.
And guess what? He is just using that Sunbeam in the egg as well. Still, there's another kill on Bryle, and well, you're next, Eternal Enemy. That was his ultimate, and it's gone. And whoa, Bryle's already gone. I'm out of here. See ya.
Can you click Enigma? Is his TP CD? Oh, that's so sad. He brought back. If he could TP to Shrine, maybe they could get a black hole there.
Yep, and
well, he buys back and he's like, oh shit, I can't TP. I'm just gonna have to clear out midway.
That is, and is this Midas mode or is this J-Storm mode? Because they honestly look just pretty, besides, you know, dying a few times in the fountain that very first game, but this game, they just ended 26 minutes in against an Enigma.
Yeah, Aura Strats. Aura Strats overpowered. Yep. The economy, it's got to fix that.
They do. They didn't do any of that. We thought they, you know, maybe go for the touchdown again, maybe scare some people, but
maybe they just know they can duplicate.
Do it again. That's what I thought. You know, maybe we'll have to talk to them because they didn't realize it's a new series. But okay,